go live off the cuff, no script at all, like I often do. Anyone wants to pick a topic to talk about, and we'll all join in as it pertains to empaths. Unfortunately, I'm sure the narcissist may come up, but let's just discuss some things regarding empaths, chosen ones going forward. If there's any topics you guys may have a concern or uh, curiosity about, just jump right in. I'll hang out for probably 20 minutes, half hour at the most. Just getting going here for today. Things I want to take care of, nothing major. But life doesn't wait on anyone. We have to do the things we have to do in life, even though we have challenges, right? I did invite a couple of people or three people. I invited Tyler, who's a friend of mine. He has a channel. I'm sure a lot of people here know him. I've heard his videos. He's on fire. Invited Denzel. I don't know if he's going to show up. And I invited Bill, a guy that I got to know for a short time. And we even had a few conversations. I haven't heard anything from him. I didn't reach out to him. I was hoping he'd reach out to me in times past, but he hasn't. So I decided to invite him in and see if he could give me some updates on what's going on with him. No guarantees, but if they happen to pop in, that'd be great. Any topics anyone wants to come in? I didn't give a premiere or I didn't give a heads up that I was going to do it live. So that kind of handicaps me too, but I like it like this. I just like to come in and just start talking and discussing or opening the door for anybody who want to talk about something. So, crazy about Dr. Pepper, so I got to give them up. Gave the energy drinks up probably 3 years ago. Sodas have a lot of caffeine in it too, but I drink a lot of those energy drinks. So one less thing I'm a slave to. So anyone's drinking those energy drinks, man, hope you're not drinking as many as I was drinking. I don't even want to tell you how many I was drinking per day. So it's a Saturday. What's the time? I don't speak Spanish. Where are you from? Can you translate? January 18th, Saturday. It's almost 2 o'clock. So I don't know. Most people probably hanging out. Me, myself, I don't hang out. Stay home for the most part. I go out. Wish I knew India. Wow. Welcome. Thank you. I appreciate you coming. What brought you here to the live? Harsha. Brought you here. Just pick a topic. Anything you got on your mind you want to talk about as it pertains to chosen ones and empaths. I don't know if you're familiar with that term. I don't know if you are one. I don't know if you understand narcissistic personality disorder abuse, any of that. But that's where we're at. We're talking about empaths. What are your concerns? Anything on your mind? Any questions you have that you really don't understand as an empath or a chosen one? I don't know what's the answer. Somebody here probably does. So, what are you doing in India right now, Harsha? That's amazing for that. There was a time when we could never, you couldn't even make a call to a different country without being charged an arm and a leg. And that is still in existence today. But you can go online and you can FaceTime a person anywhere in the world. I think that's one of the greatest achievements, one of the greatest achievements of my lifetime. I think we really, really appreciate that for what it is. I don't have any family in other countries, but I actually talk to a few people in other countries sometimes. I don't know what's happening. I got a few countries that are coming in from. I don't know. I think I got less than 1% of my audiences from other countries. Not a big percentage. I'm sure there's things you can do on here with the YouTube algorithms to make it reach farther. Of course, I don't have a whole lot of subscribers either. The ones that I do have, I'm deeply appreciative of them, and I can kind of control my responses. And what I mean by that, I'm able to respond to everyone in a timely fashion, and that kind of scares me to have a big, big audience. Like friends of mine who have 40, 50, 60, 100,000 subscribers. It has to be a challenge, when you want to reach back out and you want to connect with every single person. It's a personal thing, with us. But unfortunately, with 100,000 subscribers, it's almost impossible to do that. I'm humble enough to appreciate, the ones who are here that connect with me and listen. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, Mocheesemo Eugene Exit Strategy, please do. And like, subscribe, and share it with friends who you believe would enjoy the information, the stories, and the experiences that I share. 90% spot on. And the X, spot on. What's the 90%? Still the 90%. So, empaths, chosen ones, is there anything that you guys have on your heart or in your mind you'd like to share or talk about? Just a few minutes here to talk about some things that may be on your mind. I like to hear other people's thought processes as well. People have things they would like to share, talk about, but they're hesitant. I'm trying to encourage you guys to speak and say something that you would like people to know about you and your experiences with narcissists. And as an empath, if you believe you are an empath or a chosen one, what has been experiences that you can share with us as to being in tune with your nature, being awakened? You really do feel almost alone. You feel like you're here on this planet, moving around amongst entities that don't have your best interests at hand. That's for certain. You really don't. And I chuckled and I make jokes about going to Walmart occasionally. When and if I do, I try to stay away from Walmart. One day it just something came over me, and I think I just had an epiphany or an eye-opening experience to where, because I used to work for Walmart years ago. I'm not that guy that hates Walmart for, because they, I don't work there anymore. They fired me and all those kind of stories you get. I don't hate Walmart. I don't just don't have a high admiration for it because I know a lot of things about Walmart I really can't even put into words. It deals with the human interaction and how people go to Walmart. It's just like the indoctrination of the going to Walmart. If I could really kind of give you an idea, uh, they are a pure monopoly. And a lot of people, I guess what I'm saying is a lot of people go to Walmart and they don't even know why they go to Walmart. They believe they have to go to Walmart when they don't. It is so much of a mind controlled store in a way where they don't even have a gun on you. Almost like the narcissism. You can't find yourself not going to Walmart. And I could say it's an addictive thing. Yeah, maybe. It could be codependency in us as it pertains. That could be like a byproduct of narcissistic abuse. We feel a relationship with Walmart because a lot of times we kind of interact with people. We've grown to know people that may work there. The merchandise speaks to us. The convenience of having everything under one roof. So there's a combination of things, but a lot of times I've gone to Walmart and I've gotten like just a few things and forget the main thing I was there to get. So write down a list. I could, but the whole point is, even if that list is written down, and I have written the list of the important things before, you leave there and you end up having to go back almost the next day for something you didn't think about. And before you know it, in a week's time, you've gone to Walmart probably every single day, if not 4 days out of a week. And so for that reason, I began to just say, man, I really don't need to go to Walmart like that. And this is a personal decision I made. If any of you guys feel that way, let me know because stores in general had a big crave for Panera bread and just eating there on a regular basis. It's just become habit for me. And some of those things I'm pointing out are they're just not necessary, I feel, in my life. Less is best for me because I need to tune out all the extra noise. So I'm trying to go somewhere in life in my mind. I'm trying to go somewhere. I'm trying to be somewhere. I'm trying to settle myself in many ways, mentally and emotionally, and all those other things. And I just think for those reasons, I really don't care for Walmart like that. Although I do go sometimes, I don't spend a lot of time in it. When I do go, I'm trying to get out of there. Because one, it looks like Hunger Games or something. When you go in there, a lot of times people looking at you and staring at you, and like they want to eat you up. And either that or people walking around zombified. They got mean mugs on their face. They're trying to look important. You just got a smorgasbord of a lot of things when you get people in a place such as that where they can free roam as they will. A lot of people go in there with the mentality like they own Walmart. I mean, you could just look at them and say, "This is my Walmart," and anything, everything that you're gonna do it here, run it past me first. And maybe I'm thinking too much into it. Maybe I'm just too vigilant, hyper vigilant when I go in there and many other places. But I just pay attention. A lot of people, I guess, don't. Then you'll have that person on their phone. It's just constant. They're walking through Walmart. They got their face in the phone, almost running into you in your car. That's almost everywhere. But people don't pay attention to where they're going. But as an awakened chosen one, as we can observe things that most people don't pay attention to. It's just it's innate to how we're wired, even more so now after the abuse from the narcissist. You just open your eyes on a regular basis, consistent basis. I had an invite. I was hopeful one of the guys would pop in just to say hello and just have an open forum of sorts, but they are probably busy with their lives. but I just thought that feature was there, so I used it. We're at 15 minutes, maybe 5 more minutes, guys. I really just like to pop in and just say hi to see if anybody has anything on their mind or anything they want to share, anything they want to talk about. Because to open up a live to allow people to do that. Sometimes a lot of people may want to do that. They just don't have, they just are hesitant. It takes one person to just open a live and ask people to come in and start talking. I'm not the best at this, but I'm not bashful. I'm not hesitant to do it because I believe in a big way it is a calling that's growing in me. I deal in business. I'm always talking to customers. Of course, I'm the first to say this is not something I just was just jumping for joy to do. This came by way of an experience, like a lot of us. This derived from an experience that I don't wish on anyone whatsoever. And that's probably what propelled me to come on and start doing YouTube 4 years ago because I really don't want to see nobody experience this. Even people who we empaths, chosen ones, may not have a very high liking to, we don't wish that person gets dealt with by a narcissist. We really don't. We would rather that person just get their stuff together, that person that we may not have a high adoration for, who did us dirty in times past, who may not be a narcissist. Every one of us has got experience with two or three or a million where somebody did us dirty. You know, I mean, did us just dirty, low down, and we wouldn't wish that a narcissist they get connected with a narcissist. At least I don't. I don't. I don't wish that kind of stuff on anybody. It's almost like wishing somebody be dead, and I don't wish that on anyone. And I've had a lot of people in my life to be very, very unjust. And still, I do. I will tell you this though. I pray God deal with them speedily. I do pray those prayers occasionally, especially if I believe they warrant immediately. It's immediate dealing with them. It's King David prayed for his enemies in much the same way. King David had danger surrounding him at every level, even though he was not a coward. He was wise enough to know when things were above his pay grade, and he cried out to God, from which comes his help. And the same should we do. Some things are just way beyond our scope of dealing with. And with a narcissist, you really can't, in and of yourself, try to deal with them, counter what they do in your own strength, your own might, by your own mental devices. Because a lot of times, what you'll resort to is playing, uh, trying to deal with fire. That's not really wise because the narcissist is already contemplating your doom. And so you don't want to walk right into that hole that they have dug for you. You want to stand back and allow God to help you see your way through and also help deal with that situation for you. You want to pray God help you deal with that or Him deal with that. That's the whole thing about being awakened. You can look back and say, "Man, I didn't do anything to these people. But what they did to us, God, deal with them. Deal with them. Please deal with them, God. Pray you deal with them. You know, it's very strong. Evil is very strong, stronger than any of us can handle. So Guys, 20 minutes in, I'm going to go and take care of a few things today. I just wanted to pop in and say hello and see if there was some interest in someone talking about a subject today. But I think everybody's just relaxing and chilling. But with that being said, be blessed and enjoy your Saturday.